Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This story we are about to go into, this one, who the F did I marry? How she married a man that didn't exist. I think that's what. This story has 104 parts. 104 parts. When are we going to finish this? Let me check the length of it. Hold on, let me check the length. Ooh, 9 minutes. So that means, hey, I can't even come. Hey, God, this is going to be a lot. Are you sure I'm ready for this kind of story? Okay, let's do it, guys. Let's do this. That means I have to create a playlist. I'll create a playlist and put it in it. I'll be sharing one, just this one part, one part two, because I cannot sit for long and listen to all this. So do it, share it like that. So let's start this. Start
I married
this.
someone who didn't exist and everything.
Let's start from the beginning because okay, let's
I'm going to
start.
be telling the story of how I married someone who didn't exist
Hmm.
and everything that happened during that time, from the moment of meeting to our marriage to, well, I should say wedding, not marriage. There wasn't a marriage. To
What was it?
finding out things, uncovering truths, to the moment that I left, and a lot of things
Leave
still
the
coming
head
to
now.
light even after I left. I thought a lot about how I was going to do this, when, or even if I was going to do this. I wrote a book, published it in
Oh.
June. It's a poetry book, and it is a first-hand account of everything that I endured.
Oh, I
And I
love to read
thought
it.
that that would be enough, like I would stop there. But I think that I'm ready to tell the actual story. I may stumble along the way. I may get emotional. I may be trying to
It's
remember
okay.
details. It's so much that happened in such a short amount of time. The details are very closely packed. And a lot of it is, I mean, it's still really unbelievable to me, and I can't wrap my head around a lot of the things that happened. So I'm going to tell the story, and I'm going to tell it in its full form. I'm going to tell the parts where I looked bad. I'm going to tell the parts where I looked stupid and naive. There's going to probably be a lot of people who judge me or have strong opinions about why I stayed, why didn't I leave after certain events. And the only thing I'm going to say that to start off with is that you don't know what you're going to do until you're in a situation like this yourself. Hopefully no one is ever in a situation like this, but this is my truth and how I experience things. So, for the sake of privacy, I am not going to be using real names in this story. Any names you may hear, they are not going to be real names. I may change a few things throughout the story just to make sure I'm expressing my experience only. I cannot speak for the others that were involved. This is how I perceived what I went through. So, June
Leave the hair.
of last year, 2024, I was dating, meaning I was like on dating sites. I was really only on one. I was on Facebook dating, which in hindsight is one Nova.
Wait, Facebook has a dating site. This is the first time I'm hearing it. Like there's Facebook dating, like Facebook dating, or is it like all this group where people just stay, groups, different groups? Maybe those Facebook groups, not like Facebook dating sites. I don't even know what I'm asking.
He should ever be on. Um, and I had met a few people, maybe gone out on a few dates. Nothing ever came of it. I was just getting kind of discouraged. I was
Oh my god, I just remembered. I actually opened, I joined the dating site. What's the name? I think it was last 3 months. After that, they have not gone back there. It was a friend that pushed me to go and do it. I just remember now. Hey, what's it? I'll go and ask her the name again because I can't remember the name of the dating site. She encouraged me to go there because I don't understand how dating site work. To me, it's scary, but I will go back there and go and check. Let me familiarize myself with how it works. You never can tell. Something might come out of it.
Living in Fort Lauderdale at the time. I was working 2 full-time jobs. I was working for an in-home addiction treatment program, and I also was the supervisor at a dual diagnosis mental health addiction rehab.
Whoa.
So I was working about anywhere between 80 to 100-hour weeks sometimes. Extremely independent. I moved to Florida in 2018 from North Carolina. And when I moved here, I was in a relationship with someone here. We were together for about 5 years. We split up in 2022, the beginning of 2023. And I was single since then. I wasn't seriously involved with anyone. I had a roommate from hell situation for a little bit, and then finally April of last year, I left my roommate and I moved into my own apartment in Fort Lauderdale. So this person who would become my husband, we're going to call him Rob. Rob had liked me on Facebook dating, and I had matched him back. So,
Like she has mine. That means there's this Facebook dating site. I'm not aware of it. What does it look like? That maybe for me not to be aware of it. Maybe it doesn't. It's not something that is available for people in Africa. There's a lot of things we don't get to see or hear about in this part of the world. Even when we hear about it, we can't access it. I don't know why. I don't know.
First thing that I noticed from his profile, he seemed very confident. I have a thing for tattoos. He had a lot of them. And I'm almost positive he had something in his bio about being like a single dad, something along those lines. So we started chatting, and immediately the charm was on. Like, he was very flattering, very charming. He was saying all the right things. We had a few really good conversations. On my bio, on my Facebook dating profile, I had been clear with my intentions. I'm dating with purpose. I'm not looking for casual encounters. I'm a substance abuse counselor. I work a lot. So we started having conversations about substance abuse counseling and addiction. And that's when he revealed to me that he was a single dad because he was a widower. I don't know. There's a special word for men. I think it's a widower.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got into that story. He had told me that his wife, the mother of his children, had passed away from a drug overdose 5 years ago or so. At this point when we were speaking, we went into a little bit of that history. He was telling me.
I hope he's not saying that to get empathy from her because she's in that line of work.
Just a little bit about the story, how devastated he was, how, she left behind him and their children, which were 3 girls, and that he was just a single dad trying to make it out here. He had been devastated by her passing, and he didn't think he would ever find that kind of love again. They had been together for such a long amount of time. And at this point, we both knew we were kind of far away from each other. Mind you, like I said, I was in Fort Lauderdale, and he lived about 2.5 hours west of Fort Lauderdale. So he was telling me that he worked in construction, and that...
Guys, there's something I need to ask you guys. For the first time, I'm noticing an accent from an American. I know this is not South. This is not like Texas. They have this drawl. That one is very pronounced. This is not Texas. Those South accent. What is this accent she has? She has accents. I've noticed it.
He owned his own home, and he had like 2 or 3 cars. He had told me that he was just, very successful at this point in his life. He hadn't always
Ooh.
been. He did tell me that he had a history with addiction himself and that he had been in prison previously. He was very upfront
Ow.
about that. That was never hidden. And he told me the reason why he was in prison twice.
Twice. I want to ask a question. What is it with people in America going to prison like it's nothing? See, not like this is not a judgmental. That this is me just being curious. Because in my country, yeah, before you meet somebody that has gone to prison, like you can live your whole life and you don't even know someone that have gone to prison. Maybe it's on social media. You see somebody was arrested. They arrest people a lot. But what I mean is like it's not something that you see people you know that do it. Everybody's trying to live an honest because we know that all these people in my country, they are not good people. So we try to stay clear of them because any little thing you do and they catch you, hey, especially if you have money, ah, your name is so. Everybody's trying to make sure that nothing concerns you and them. So when I hear people in America, they always say, "Oh, he was out of prison. My boyfriend is in prison." Hey, people have mind though, because to a Nigerian, for you to be in prison, mm,
And then he told me about his addictions and how it progressed, how his addiction was during his marriage to his late wife, how he sought help. He went to a program after prison, got his life together. Um, and now he was successful. He was doing what he needed to do to stay sober, to take care of his family, meaning his daughters. He did talk to me about his mother. He said that he had a very close relationship with her, that she had been there to support him through thick and thin, really. Even when he was in prison, she was there to support him. Um, and he also said that once he became successful and got on his feet, pretty much as a token of gratitude or wanting to take care of his mother, he bought her a house too. So the house that she was currently living in at that time was purchased by him.
nice,
So
nice one.
I'm going to stop right here and just say I'm a very trusting person naturally. It
Yeah,
is a
I
curse,
can
not a
imagine.
blessing. At this point, I had no reason not to believe him. I had no reason to think that he was being fictional, that he was lying. And I am a sucker for a sob story. I love a good underdog story. That
I
is
said
one
it.
of my main strengths working in the field that I work in. I just believe in people. And I believe in people who have struggled very greatly. Um, we're almost out of time. We're going to go into part two.
Okay, time for part two. Guys, didn't I tell you? What if that man was just cooking up story because of our line of job? We already started out wrong. God no. There's going to be a lot in this story. I can see it. Oh, this is going to be a long, long ride. I hope you guys are ready for it. Okay, I'll see you guys in part two. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll try and create a playlist for those that will not start in off immediately. But of course, it's going to be what I'll be posting for until we finish it. So we are on. We've started it. We have to finish it. See you in part two. Let me show you guys this handcrafted tie and dye shirt. It's so lovely. It's one of my favorite thing. Let me show you another. So this comes in blue and white.